Hello guys, my name is George. So I'm pretty sure this will be the first video that I record that's on like landscape mode, so that's kinda crazy. But today's video topic, I honestly believe, is one of the most important things a man can learn early on in their life, so bear with me, right? If you're watching this video, you're either a friend or a family member, maybe a fucking fan from a year into the future. If you are one, that's kind of crazy. Today's video, it will be regarding women. Now, you might be thinking, what the fuck is this guy gonna teach me about women? Look at him, he's a fucking kid. And honestly, you would be correct, but listen to what I have to say, because I'm sure one day, years into the future, unless I manage to convince you, you will actually understand that this has been the truth the entire time. So the sooner you accept this fact, the better it is for you. Hands down. I want to explain the fact that the best thing you can do as a man, as a young man, is to remain single until you marry your wife. Yeah, you heard me right. Remain single. Never sleeping with a single woman until you get to the point where you find the perfect one and you marry that single person. So, let's actually get into the fucking explanations. Imagine that you sleep with 30 women until you find your wife. That's a lot, right? A lot of people would praise you. They would find it an accomplishment, as something to actually celebrate, when it's not. Because technically, at the end of the day, whenever you're sleeping with women, whenever you're chasing pussy, you're just trying to get immediate pleasure and you're sacrificing your long-term success. Because undeniably, you could be doing much more productive things than sleeping around and being a man whore. And the argument that every single person makes regarding this topic is that by sleeping with more women, by actually practicing this skill, you gain experience with women, and that will make you a better man, a better husband in the future. And this misconception, is absolutely false. And the way to prove that it's not correct is the saying, practice makes perfect. That's where this myth comes from, that the more women you sleep with, the more women you interact with, the better you will be at socializing with women. But the problem with this statement is actually another form of this very popular saying. It's perfect practice makes perfect. See the first word, perfect. So, whenever you're sleeping around with countless women, from bars, from clubs, from random places, those are low quality women. They can't compare to your future wife. And this is actually a different topic of a video I want to make. But your future wife, the woman you marry, should be a saint. She should be the absolute perfect woman for you. Because that's gonna be the person you spent like 30, 40 years together with. That will be the person who creates your children. So she needs to be the perfect woman for you. And if you have the slightest bit of common sense, you will know that those women from the clubs, from the bars, from the random places that you meet these whores, they will not be the perfect woman. They will be like a 5 out of 10, maybe cute, but she's like a little stupid, she's not very capable of things a woman should be capable of. Like at first glance you will notice that this woman isn't your wife. You will not marry her. So why bother approaching her, sleeping with her, connecting with her? It's just a waste of time. Imagine you want to become Lionel Messi, the GOAT. So you practice your shooting a ball all day. But instead of shooting a soccer ball, you're shooting a fucking rock. See where I'm coming from? It's just not proper practice. Because you're not practicing with something that will actually benefit you in the future. Lionel Messi doesn't kick rocks, he hits football balls, right? So why would you hit a rock? Why would you practice being the best man for your wife whenever you're sleeping with 5 out of 10 whores from Instagram or Tinder? Like, what's the point in that? At that point, you're just being a degenerate. You're not being a proper man who is focused on his goal, who is determined to become the best version of himself. You're just being a degenerate who is chasing instant gratification. That's all you're doing. And that's why I truly believe you should do your absolute best to remain single until you meet that future wife. Because the more women you sleep with, the more of a whore you become. It sounds bad, but it's genuinely the truth. Because you know, a lot of these red pill alpha male YouTubers, Andrew Tate, whatever the fuck, they will talk about about a woman's body count, right? Like, if it's above 10, you absolutely shouldn't sleep with her, that's a whore, she will cheat on you. Well, you have to understand that although men and women are different in a lot of aspects, they still are human. The more women you sleep with, the more women you will chase, and the higher chances of you cheating on your future wife. The more women you sleep with, will result in you attracting women who are similar to you. You will attract whores by being a whore. You will attract women with body counts of 30, 40, when ideally your future wife should be a virgin. Like, she should be a virgin. You want a pure woman. So in reality, it comes down to understanding the consequences of your actions. When you sleep with a lot of women, you become a whore man. Man whore, I mean. You chase more women, you chase more pleasure, you sacrifice your success. You will attract women who are similar to you. So women who also chase pleasure, who also sacrifice their success, who also have a higher chance of cheating. And you just go down this rabbit hole of worse and worse women, while you yourself become worse and worse and worse and worse. So why just not focus on yourself? Whenever you meet a woman outside, a girl, who you think is cute maybe she's cool, maybe she's nice, just quickly think to yourself, does this woman align with what I imagine my future wife would be? And from a single look, you can know that. And if she doesn't, just cut her off. Maybe stay friends, I don't know, it depends on you. But don't chase anything greater than a friendship. It will ruin you. And this is actually something that Maybe you don't find those words coming from me convincing, because obviously I'm a teenager, I don't have experience, I admit it. But a lot of men who actually have slept with countless of women eventually come down to a point where they want to get married, they want to have children, they want to settle down, they want to stop being a degenerate. And it's just harder for them because of this life they've lived up until this point. Like, if you're a drug addict from 20 to 35, obviously your life won't be easy. Like, you will be a drug addict your entire life. If you're a sex addict your entire life, and you keep chasing pleasure and pleasure and pleasure and pleasure, it will be harder for you to remain a proper relationship with the woman you want to marry. So that's why a lot of the people who have went down this route, they actually talk about how vile it is, how evil it is, how disgusting it is that this concept of sleeping with hundreds of women is an attractive thing. How it's pushed down your throat by media, by these red pill alpha YouTubers. They explain just how bad it is for you to do this. So, if you made this far into the video, I'm honestly grateful for you, by the way. Thank you for watching so far, because I am taking pauses, but these pauses are both for you and I to think, right? It's like, I think what to say, you think about what I'm saying. We can make it work. So, I genuinely believe this is the way to go if you're a man. And I will live with this intention, I will live with this fact for as long as I can. I will continue living this way. I might get ridiculed for it, I might get criticized, but at the end of the day, I believe anyone, eventually, when they get to a certain age, they will agree with what I'm saying right now. So just keep it in the back of your head, this video, like, keep the things I've said, just maybe don't fully buy into my idea, but have like a spot for the information you received from this video. And try and see where your current life will take you. Just take responsibility, accept the consequences of your actions. Before you make a decision, think of what that will result in, and become the best version of yourself. Bye bye.